Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all doing well. If you've been on my channel for the past few months, then you will know that I have been on a little bit of an adventure when it comes to finding the perfect eyebrow product for me. I have already reviewed a few brow products on my channel this year. I have put them in a handy little playlist for you guys if you want to check them out. It will be linked up here for you. So far, only one of them has actually worked for me, and the other ones have been questionable at best, let's say. As you can see from the title, today I'm going to be reviewing the brand new PLouise Brow Balm. Now I do say brand new pretty loosely because at the time of filming this video, I think it's been out for a couple of weeks already. I literally ordered it on the day it released. And in case you guys haven't noticed, I have not been super consistent with posting lately. And it wouldn't even surprise me at this point if this video maybe didn't go out until August. Listen, organization has not been the one this month. I think this is literally the second video that I'm managing to get filmed in the whole month of July. I've been meaning to film an update for you guys, just kind of letting you know what's going on in my life, why I haven't been posting as consistently as before, and I haven't even managed to make it around to that. I will at some point. It's just time, organization. It's not even a thing this month. Anyway, that is enough rambling on this morning, so let's actually jump into the details for this product. So as I said, this is the brand new PLouise Brow Balm. I think it came out basically 2 weeks ago at this point, but they have been sneak peeking this one for ages. They sneak peeked it for so long that I kind of almost forgot it was a thing, and then someone mentioned it to me the other day and I was like, oh yeah, I really wanted to get that. I'm really interested. So literally ended up ordering it on release day, and they also had a shipping event at the time where you only paid £1 for shipping, so that was pretty good because normally their shipping is a little bit expensive. So the brow balm comes in this cute little packaging. If you don't know anything about PLouise, they really have like a strong brand image, like a lot of marketing around all the products, some themes. There's always a story associated with the products, and this is really in line with all the rest of it. I believe their entire brow range is based around coffee. I think like the different shade names are all different coffee names, and they had that packaging that looked like coffee cups. And here on the packaging it says hot shot. We've got some coffee beans as part of the design, so we're clearly still in line with the rest of that theme. On the back we have a blurb of text explaining the inspiration behind the product, the reasoning, the creation, so again very much part of that marketing. We also have the ingredient list as well as the shelf life after opening, which is 6 months, which isn't particularly long, but this is a balmy, creamy product, so the shelf life is always going to be shorter than with a powder product. We do also have the weight on here, which is 25 grams, and the price for this was £15. So £15 is not the cheapest, but 25 grams of product is a lot, and I feel like that's something we've come to expect at this point from PLouise. They do tend to do products that are quite good value for money, where you do get a lot. Their palettes tend to be quite big, have quite big pans. Just to give you a quick comparison, the Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Freeze, which I definitely feel is one of the inspirations behind this product, that one is 24 or 23 pounds depending on what website you look at. For that price you're getting 8 grams of product, so not only is it more expensive, you're getting like 3 times less product. Yeah, I think it's 3 times. So you do again get quite a lot in here, quite good value for money. And then on the side we do have a couple of claims. The first one being that it is sweat proof, which is definitely important at this time of year, especially because you guys know that I cycle to work, so I need things to really stay in place. It has a strong hold, lasts all day, a little goes a long way, and it can be used on every hair color and skin tone because the product does dry down clear. So definitely some things that I'm looking for in here, especially the strong hold. If you guys haven't seen my previous brow videos, I basically have quite thick, unruly brows, so they do struggle to stay in place. A classic brow gel doesn't do it for me. So overall this does sound like exactly what I'm looking for. Now when we actually get the product out of the packaging, this is what it looks like here. So it instantly reminds me of a coffee pod, so again we are definitely still in that theme. It did come wrapped in plastic packaging, which I'm not super impressed by, especially when I'm ordering a product that already comes in cardboard packaging. We all know at this point that single-use plastics are a problem, and to me there was just no reason in wrapping this up. Especially because I really don't feel like this is just gonna pop open if you were to have it in a bag or something. Like it feels really secure. And then it also comes with a little spoolie, same as the Pink Honey did, but this one is really nice and small. That's a really nice size for gripping the brow hairs. We do also get a set of instructions which we are gonna go through, and at this point I do just want to mention that today's video is not going to be a first impression. I actually tried to film this video on Monday and it was a complete disaster. faster, and we're gonna go over that in detail as we do the demonstration. And as I was editing it yesterday, I wasn't sure it was really giving you guys the best value. Like, was it really giving you the most information about the product? So while I was editing, I just had another go with it, and I had a much better experience. So I figured what we would do today in the demonstration is actually show you how I used it on Monday on one brow, and then I'm gonna show you what I did yesterday on the other brow and how it worked better for me. And then that way we can do a check-in, which I didn't even bother doing on Monday because it was so bad that there wasn't even any point. I just felt like overall it's going to be a much more informative video today. Also, before we jump into the demonstration, I did promise you guys an update on the Sample Beauty Brow Gel, which is the last product that I reviewed. I decided to film one to use as a reel and then on TikTok, and then I remembered that there is a shorts functionality on YouTube and I could also upload it there. So I will link that for you guys if you're interested on checking it out, but you know, just to let you know, it's such a fail for me. I think I've managed to get it to work for me maybe 2 or 3 times out of about 20 attempts. It's just not worth it. I wouldn't recommend it, but if you guys are interested, check out the review and check out the shorts update. So let's actually now jump into trying out this product and seeing if we can actually get it to work today. All right, my camera seems to be having one of those days where everything is showing up really, really bright. I don't know why, because all my settings are the same as usual. So I've just turned the brightness down, and hopefully you guys will actually be able to see everything rather than me just appearing reflective in front of my wall. I'm gonna start by taking you through the instructions that are on the little card that PLouise provides, and we're going to follow them on the left eyebrow. I'm going to cut this short because there is, again, a lot of text here. Like, you could have had these instructions about half the size. Basically, it says that to use, simply run your spoolie brush gently over the brow balm, picking up a small amount of product, then repeatedly comb the balm through the brow hairs in the directions you would like them to go in. The balm will provide flexibility so that you can perfect your positioning, then using a flat instrument over the end of a brush or your finger to roll and smooth down the hairs, adhering them to the skin. The balm will set to a strong hold that provides sweat-proof protection and lasts all day and night, never peeling, flaking, or lifting away from the skin. So the first thing that I did notice with regards to the pot is that it isn't the most practical to actually get the product out. The Anastasia Brow Freeze does come in like a flat pot, so it's quite convenient for you to go in with your spoolie and pick up the product. I mean, I suppose I could bend the spoolie. Yeah, if I just bend the spoolie, that's probably gonna make my life a little bit easier. And the product does kind of look like Vaseline in there, but when you go to pick it up, it's definitely like a little bit hard. It basically reminds me of coconut oil, but I guess also a cleansing balm. It starts off quite hard, and then the more you play with it, the more you touch it, it's going to get more and more liquid, which is where my problems ended up happening. So I'm just gonna start by running the product through the brows, and I am gonna comb backwards as well, just because that does really help to coat all the brow hairs. And the first thing I noticed is that this is really easy to get them in the right position. Like, look at how easily it's just done that. I'm just gonna give them a quick once over with my finger, and really that should be it. If this is all I have to do today and it works, I will be so impressed. So the reason that this didn't work for me when I was filming this on Monday is that I went over the product several times with my fingers, and that was definitely a mistake, because I kid you not, the product ended up melting off. Like, it was gone. It was just no longer on my face. My brows weren't holding up or anything. And I think literally, again, because it is a balm, if you play with it too much, it literally melts. Like, it's the weirdest thing. It's very different to the Pink Honey Original Super Hold, where you have a lot of time to play with it. Now, as we've been talking, I don't know if you guys have noticed, but can you see the brow hairs at the back have just not stuck down? I have literally just felt them peeling off my skin. You can literally feel it happening. No matter what I do, I just find that the end of my brow just ends up peeling off so quickly. And if you've seen any of the videos that PLouise have posted using their brow balm, they are definitely promising you that stuck down laminated effect, not just a fluffy soap brow effect, like actually stuck down. But you guys can see that that hasn't worked. So I am gonna try adding a little bit more product on. Let's see if we can get that to stay. I'm really pushing down. I don't want to add too much product on, because again, I feel like that may have been part of my problem on Monday. Even at the front, it's not stuck down anymore. I think the thing is it just has this really soft texture, and it never really feels like it actually dries down. Like, it doesn't end up really solidifying and keeping it in place. So, I mean, you can just see kind of immediately we lose that really nice shape, and it kind of just ends up falling out. So I'm just going to switch over to my right eyebrow now, and I'm just going to show you what I did yesterday that seemed to work for me a lot better. I was gonna say, oh, once it's done, we can see what's happening with this eyebrow, but you can just see that it is falling out. It is literally just not staying in place. So I've just picked up some more product. I do feel like I'm overloading my brush slightly. I guess you can use the top, just use the lid, there we go, to kind of get rid of the excess a little bit. So again, I'm gonna start by brushing back this way, just to really coat all the brow hairs. And I'm gonna brush it up. See, this is what's weird about this product, is that sometimes it just really does seem to stick things down, and other times it just doesn't. But yeah, so I'm gonna brush the brow hairs up now, and I'm not gonna be too worried about it actually sticking down. Wow, what's happened here? I'm just gonna unstick this part of my brow hairs. Okay, there we go. It has pushed it down, but I'm just not gonna worry about it as much. I'm kind of going in a bit more roughly. I do find that it does push my hairs up really in the right direction, because that's something that I really struggle with my brow hairs. They're so unruly that it's hard to get them to sit in a position where I like them. Okay, I think I'm gonna have to grab another spoolie because I don't know what's happened there, but it's just like clumped some brow hairs together, and that's not what I wanted. Just gonna get the pink honey one. Okay, there we go, that's a bit better. That's all I'm gonna do. I'm just not gonna worry about it sticking down. And what I found actually yesterday is that that did seem to last a lot better than this. I mean, you can see that this side just hasn't lasted. The brows have just not stuck down. So let me just fluff them up a little bit again. Basically, I'm finding that with this product, I can get that more soap brows effect, so just more fluffy, which is something that I've really struggled to get. So I'm not gonna end up with the same result as I would with the, I've forgotten the name. I'm not gonna get the same result that I would end up getting with the pink honey, like it's just not gonna happen, but I can get them to look a little bit fluffier. We're gonna see whether it does last today or not. It does seem to clump the hairs up there. You guys can see like that keeps happening. Every now and then the product just seems to stay hard in some areas and clump the brow hairs together. Again, really not giving me that very separated out, really pushed up effect. It doesn't look as nice as it did yesterday. I don't know if it's because I'm filming now, so it just doesn't want to cooperate. I'm just gonna go and do the rest of my makeup now, and the next thing that we want to do is see how my very beloved NYX Brow Pen works over the top. So we're gonna see if this lasts or not, because when I filmed on Monday, by the time I put on my foundation, the brows had already fallen out, but I'm hoping today it lasts a little bit better. I don't know, we're gonna see. If it doesn't work, then this product is a flop, and that's it. All right, so the rest of my makeup is now on. As always, everything that I've used is going to be listed down below. I think I'm actually going to zoom you guys in so that you can see what we're looking at. So I mean, at this stage, I would say that the result that this is giving me isn't very different from the result that I had with the Revolution Brow Laminate. I feel like when I used this yesterday that it looked fluffier than it does today, and today it just hasn't quite stayed as fluffy as I was hoping. I am starting to wonder if this product struggles with heat. This is me speculating at this point, but on Monday it was really, really hot. I was under all the studio lighting and it basically melted off. Yesterday it was fine. It was still warm, but I didn't have the studio lighting on. Today's studio lighting, I feel like it's just not really holding up. So I almost feel like this isn't heat tested. I don't know, I could be completely wrong. It doesn't feel secure. Like, look at this brow. Yeah, it doesn't feel like stuck in place, which I guess if you do like something quite flexible, that's probably gonna be nice for you if you don't like to feel that there's product in your brows. But right now this just doesn't feel like it's gonna keep them in place for me. I might just very quickly brush them up a bit again. I mean, they do look fluffy, but yeah, I just don't feel like it's anything out of the ordinary. And just from touching it, it doesn't feel like it's gonna last, especially when I do have to wear, oh God, I've gotten some more product in there. Yeah, especially when I have to wear a helmet. Right now I'm thinking like, well, there's no way this is gonna last, is it? Yeah, I felt like I was getting a better shape yesterday. How weird. I definitely seem to be struggling to get consistent results with this, which for £16 is not what I want. Right, okay, well let's move on to the next step. I'm now gonna go in with my NYX Brow Pen, which you guys know is my favorite at the moment. It's what I use all the time. Let's see. See, yesterday I feel like it worked, but I do feel like yesterday I was managing to get the hairs a bit more stuck down. Right now the pen just keeps getting caught in the brow hairs and moving things around. Okay, either the brow pen is running out or product is getting caught in it and making it difficult to apply. Yeah, I think I'm getting frustrated again, guys. I definitely had a better experience with this yesterday. I think the balm is getting caught in the brow pen and making it difficult for me to apply it. Because you can see, if I do this on the back of my hand, clearly there's plenty of ink. Like, there is no issue there. And then when I try to get it on my brows, it's just almost like it's not going on. I didn't even feel like I had this issue yesterday. What is going on with this brow balm? See, now I'm just feeling a bit frustrated because yesterday I actually got quite a nice result with it and I was actually quite pleased with it and I thought it was going to change my mind about the product, and now I'm just struggling again and it's just yeah, I'm really struggling to apply any product from the brow pen, which is not something that normally happens. So this is what it leaves us with. I definitely got a better result yesterday. I don't know why this is happening. I don't know. Listen, we're gonna see how it holds up. I will see you guys in a few hours. Right now it is 9:51. Listen, if it at least keeps the brow hairs in this position, even though it's not the effect that I would necessarily want, if it manages to keep them like this, it's already doing better than some other products that I've tried so far. So we're gonna see. I'll see you in a few hours and we'll just see how everything is looking. All right, guys, so it is now 6:30, so I think the makeup's been on for about 9 hours. I can't actually remember what time I finished filming this morning. So let's get straight into it. I'm gonna zoom you guys in and we're gonna see how everything is looking. Alright, so please ignore how terrible my makeup looks because it has been really hot today at work putting away a delivery. But I have to say, all things considered, this is not awful. I have cycled into work. I have obviously gotten changed out of my dress into my uniform. So obviously I've had to pull clothes over my head. And with some products like the Revolution Brow Fluffy Lamination, I can't remember what it's called, but with that one and a lot of other brow gels, as soon as I get changed, immediately my brow hairs just end up completely out of place. So considering that, I do think that this is okay actually. I think that you can still tell that they've been styled to be fluffy. Now obviously the issue with the product is that it is definitely sold in the videos as being able to give you that glued down laminated effect, and that lasted about 5 seconds. So we are definitely not getting the effect that the product claimed it would give me, but just in terms of has it held up since the end of my makeup, I would say that yes, actually it has held up. So now that I've tried the product 3 times and I've given it a good wear test today, would I actually recommend buying it? I think we all know that the answer is no on that one. I'm not going to recommend this one to you. Again, this just hasn't done what I expected it to. Seeing the videos, it was really giving that proper glued down laminated effect, and clearly it just hasn't given me that. When you compare it to the Pink Honey, there is a pretty visible difference to where I've ended up in that video compared to today. Will I carry on using it? Yes, actually I will. First of all, I want to get my money's worth because £16, it's not super expensive, but it's not the cheapest, and I've got a lot of product to get through. But actually I do have to say that just in terms of keeping my brows looking decently fluffy today, it's not the worst product I've ever tried. It's just not done what it promised to do, and I feel like for the money, this isn't the result that I would have expected. I definitely would have wanted more. So I do hope as always that you enjoyed today's video. Again, I really do feel like this is turning into a brow adventure at this point. I have actually already ordered and received the next product that I will be reviewing. I asked on Instagram whether I should go for the ABH Brow Freeze or for the new Unicorn Cosmetics Bare Brows, and even though the poll itself was going more towards the ABH Brow Freeze, I actually had people message me directly and tell me how amazing they think the Unicorn Cosmetics one is, and it kind of just sold it to me a bit more. So I've already ordered it, it's already arrived. That will definitely be coming up soon, and I'm very excited to try it. So guys, if you enjoyed today's video, then do as always, please make sure to give it a big thumbs up. Leave me a comment letting me know what you thought of it, and if you haven't already, then do please make sure that you hit the subscribe button as well as the notification bell so that you don't miss out on any of my future videos, and I'll see you all on the next one. Bye guys!